Hey guys, been a while since I've done a video. We're almost ready, packed. 5 more days, we'll be heading off to the Philippines. I've been a few things on my mind lately. Did a life coaching course a while ago. Was planning on becoming a life coach. And to be honest, it's not for me. It's a conflict. It's a conflict in my conscience to be asking money, not because I don't believe I'm not good enough. I believe that why the demographic of people that I want to reach are people that don't have money. This bullshit about if your child was sick, you'd find a way. Well, that's a load of bullshit. I'm about helping addicts, recovering, finding a life worth living, living your dreams. My YouTube channel is Callan's Calling. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Subscribe and like. I go on journeys, I go on adventures. My mission is I want to go around the world watching rugby league. And in between that, my true calling is to help other people, not for a monetary gain, but doing it because it helps me. I believe I've got what it takes. I don't suffer from imposter syndrome, and all these lovely terms these people come up to brainwash you, to make you think you need somebody to hold your hand for the rest of your life. I did a diploma in counselling. Our motto is to get you into a position where you do not need me. Not at the 6-week, $2,500 program that, guess what? We're going to go for another 6 months. And I've got to give you 10 grand. I sacked my life coach. And then she wouldn't leave me alone, so I blocked her. Now, if you believe that a 3-day course qualifies you, and like her words were, she's a professional. Oh, mate, I've been doing this for 26 years. And guess what? I ain't a professional yet. I'm highly qualified, don't get me wrong. And I can help anyone out there recover from addiction. There's 12 steps to recovery. You inbox me, I can tell you all about it. Because the program I'm in, I'm obligated to keep it anonymous, put it that way. On film, radio, press, because if I go wrong, you're going to look and say this program doesn't work. Well, that's another load of bullshit. It doesn't work because I don't work it. Now, there's a life out there worth living without drinking, without drugging. You think you can find a way to do it without the ways that I do it? I'm all ears, mate. Write a book and become a bestseller, because you obviously have all the answers, and share it with the world. If you're such a genius and you know a way, write a book. Write a self-help book on how, Mr. Joe Blow has got a better way. a better way than me, a better way than the program that I work. Don't keep it to yourself. You're such a master of your own destiny. Share it. That's what I'm about. I found a way. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it with the world. I've just got to keep it anonymous. The program, the name of the where I go. You probably read between the lines and know what I'm talking about. But anyway, these are my words, and it's basically, if you want to sign up with me, which is free. It's not a I met all these guys at the life coaching seminar that I went to, and it's sign up and you'll get a free whatever introduction, and then it's sign on the dotted line for the $2,500 program. I know all my life coaching people out there will have the shits and probably unfriend me and all the rest of it, and go for it, because I don't believe in it. To be honest, I think you're all brainwashed. You're all full of shit, and you're trying to profiteer on sick, vulnerable people that you need to brainwash into making them believe that they need you. Well, there's a lot of different ways out there, and I'm not saying that I've got all the answers. There's different programs, and a lot of them are free. And another thing that my life coach, and we got into a big argument about it, not investing in yourself. Well, there are many ways to invest in yourself. That's join a gym, join a group, join self-help groups, start a group. Like I say, not of a profiteering system, but pull people in, and because I believe it's all about community and helping one another, because that's the lifeline, the lifeblood of recovery, is one addict, one alcoholic, one sex addict, one food addict. There's 360 programs out there that cater to personal situations. So if you have gambling, overeating, if you have one of those problems, well, you go to one of those programs, and they're free. They're free. Yes, I do want to put a spanner in the $1 million industry out there, that you're profiteering off sick, like I said, sick, vulnerable people who are just, putty in your hands. I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, and I'm a bit worried about rubbing people up the wrong way. Well, sorry, but this runs deep. I'm buying pizzas tonight. I'm 230 days clean. Yes, my life coach helped me to a point, and then I was reading 12-step recovery stuff to her, and it was about asking for help. So she twisted that, me saying that we all need to ask for help, she twisted that into back to the money and she gave her life coach 10 grand, blah, blah, blah. She's got to sell her program so she can get to Peru. Well, I go to work. That's how I go to Peru. I go to work. I trade something. I don't con someone into telling them that without me, you're fucked. That's bullshit. My job is to empower you to make decisions for yourself without me. You're not gonna, I want to make myself redundant. Not a you're my cash cow for the rest of your life. And when you leave me, you're fucked again. That is such bullshit. Your job should be, you get to a point and you go and empower others to help them. If you want to help, like I said, I can help you. No problems at all. But there's a catch. It's not giving me money. It's going helping other people. When you get to a point in your recovery, in your life, your job is to go out there and do the same. It's the pay it forward system. I will give you a set of tools that will get you on your way. And how do you repay me? You pay it forward. And a lot of these will be, maybe an hour chat, and we may never have to do it again. Like, we can have many chats, that's fine. But one of my 1 hour chats, I will lead you into a direction where, because like I say, I want to make myself redundant. I don't want to make myself be your saviour, your forever guide. It might rub some people up the wrong way, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. Because I speak the truth. That's all I know how to do, is speak the truth. I sat in this 3-day seminar, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't all bad, but it was brainwashing me into believing that if I don't sign up to the 10 grand program, they were that close, mate. They were that close to getting me. They got $500 out of me because I went to sign up. Well, guess what? I pulled out. Then they tried to tell me legal obligations where you're putting me into a trance to take away limiting beliefs, and then as soon as you come back from that trance, they start selling the next program. I got to go there for free. I didn't realise it was full of catches. So one of the big catches is you get to go back for free, and you get to take a friend. And then if you're all gone on this BS, well then there's a good chance your friend's gone. And then he comes back. He signs up. He signs his 10 grand. Yeah, you'll get it back, Well, I've made 10 grand since then. Not doing the bullshit that they say to do. I went and made 10 grand working. And guess what? I've helped people along the way. I help people at work. I'm a connector through the union, through the CFMEU. A lot of you people out there want to shit can the CFMEU because we make good money. And that's another little gripe I've got. All you people out there whinging about me making good money. Your whinge should be, why aren't you making good money? Why isn't your boss paying you good money? Because he can't afford it? No, he can afford it. He's about making maximum profit out of you. Your safety is being compromised. My safety isn't compromised. I make good money. I get a redundancy package. I get a super fund. We all get that. I get a very good super fund. I get a 36-hour week. We've been fighting for over 100 years for these things. For a lot of, and it's rippled out into the field where all of you guys have benefit who aren't union members, but you've benefit on the way we've changed the system. So back to that, I'm a connector through mates, and that's a thing because construction, we have one of the highest suicides for young men in the industry. People don't talk about that. Another thing I did a father's course. Free. Got a feed every night. They went for 6 weeks. Not, hey, you got to give me more money and you got to keep coming for the rest of your life. We catch up. It's a pastor that runs it. It's not a religious program. It's got nothing to do with religion or biblical. He just happens to be a pastor that runs it. I don't believe in God. I'm a Buddhist. I believe in the law of the universe, and I believe in the power that other people, because I can't do this alone. You ever tried to push a cart on your own? I tell you what, it's fucking hard. But you and me, we can push it. And you, me, and say a dozen others, we can push it even easier. So that's the power greater than me, is other people. But sometimes it's got to be a little bit more than that. I do believe in spirit. I'm not too sure what that spirit is, but I do believe in spirit. But I also believe in action. Not some willy-nilly praying in the sky for a miracle. I believe if you want to dig a hole, you got to dig it. You ever prayed for a hole to be dug? You ever locked yourself in a room and prayed for a sandwich to come through the keyhole? Well, let me know if that's ever happened, because I'll start believing in your God, mate. I'll tell you what. But other than that, I don't believe. Now, you ring me and you need a sandwich, I'll get you one. Or if you can pray for that sandwich to come through the keyhole, or if you can pray for that car to be pushed down the road without the help of people, you got me. So I believe in people. I believe in action. I believe in integrity. I believe in helping others. That's the keystone. Is helping others. Not getting on here and rah and a business and this and you're trying to sign people up to something. Mate, if you work with me, there will never be a dollar transaction, but you will be obligated. You won't sign a contract with me, but you will be obligated. I'll make you obligated. But you need to help yourself first, and then you go and help others. If you want true freedom, you want to cry about your situation for the rest of your life, why can't you stop drinking, why can't you stop drugging, blah, 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 and then ring me or message me and whinge about the problems of the world, but not change one thing, well, mate, I'm not a religious person. I don't come across as a religious person, a religious view on my beliefs. My beliefs are action. Action. If you don't want to do action, you want to keep changing the course because it's this, it's that, and you got 2 days up and you're a champion. Like I said, write a book. You know, you be a millionaire. You got all the answers. Write a book. The reality is, you're probably full of shit, and you won't. You know, your book will mean shit because you'll be drunk by the time you finish writing the book. Anyway, I don't want to come across hostile and like an asshole or a know-all. But the fact of the matter is, I haven't had a drink for 22 years doing what I'm doing. I've had a few relapses on the drugs. I'm nearly 8 months clean. And that's due to people. And like I said, you inbox me, you want to have a private chat, I can give you more direction on that and how to cash in on that. And like I said, we do take donations, and no obligation. You don't sign nothing. There's no promises. There's no pledges. All you do is, if you've got a spare couple of dollars, and all this is because we're self-supporting. We don't take money from government, and we don't take money from outsiders. So if you're not one of us, and when I say one of us, these particular groups that I go to, if you don't identify as one of those persons, you're quite welcome to come and have a look. Well, you're not allowed to give any money. We won't let you, because we're self-funding through people who suffer what we suffer with. And like I said, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of it, because one of our traditions is that I'm not allowed to. But I can have a personal one-on-one, and I can tell you all about it. I can tell you what I did, I can tell you a little bit about what I did. And it's first thing is that I stopped drinking and drugging one day at a time. I asked for help. We have 12 steps. I put those 12 steps into my life. I get a sponsor, and then when I've gotten through that, because I can't fix someone else's car if I can't fix my own, and when I've been taught how to fix me, and it is a spiritual program, but again, you're not obligated to believe in. Like I said, I'm Buddhist, but you're not. You don't have to be Buddhist. You don't have to be Christian, but you can be. You can be atheist if you want. You can be agnostic. You can believe in the tree. You can, believe in the moon. You can, believe in the universe. You believe in Mother Nature. You can believe in whatever you want to believe. It's entirely up to you. That's the beauty of the program that I'm involved in. I meet lifelong friends. We're all over the world. And like I say, I'm about to go overseas, and I made a connection with people in the same groups as we have here, and we've made a bit of a donation for literature for these guys overseas in the Philippines, because they do it tough over there, and that's what we're all about, is to spread that message of hope that one day, that through our own walk, is that we get to help others to achieve sobriety, to be clean, to be free, and the lie is dead. We do recover. This bullshit of once an addict, always an addict, that's crap. We do recover. And not by giving someone 10 grand and, signing up and, trying to lure you in and, I've got a free seminar, come and join me, and, like I said, if you want to get a life coach, and go for it. But don't believe that you have to have that life coach for the rest of your life or you're fucked. You know, you're doomed. You know, you got to invest in yourself. And you know, my life coach was trying to tell me that I will not have the what's the right word, the integrity, the commitment, because I'm not paying for it. Well, again, that's bullshit. And excuse the way that I describe these. This is just the best way I know, the best words that I know how to describe this. Because that's what I believe. It's bullshit. And if I don't invest 10 grand into myself, I'm not going to care. Well, mate, I've got a mate of mine in the program. He's 36 years clean. And, you know, and I met a guy in Sydney, 40 years clean. Travelling the world. No life coach. Travelling the world. Are you telling me that he doesn't appreciate what he's got because he didn't pay 10 grand for it? And over the years, well, he would have had to pay 100 grand if you're following it the way these life coaches believe. You know, I'd like to travel the world and people pay me to speak. I reckon I got something worth speaking about, and once there's a monetary thing involved, I am diverted from my primary purpose. And my primary purpose isn't to become rich over this. It's to help others to be able to walk in the sunlight of the spirit and be free of the obsession to drink and drug one day at a time. And that's all we do, you know. I won't promise you a lifetime of, I will promise you one day at a time. And if you don't pick up and you do the steps and you put them steps into your life, well, you know, they say you shouldn't, but I would nearly guarantee you, you know, well, like simply, if you don't pick up one drug, one drink, one day at a time, if you do that, I will guarantee you will never drink and drug again. As long as you follow that simple process, not picking up one day at a time, you know, helping others, you know. Don't come back to me and say that this stuff doesn't work and you try. What did you try? Would you go there for a week? You're in a rehab? Well, mate, we're not rehab. We're not rehab. We're 12 steps recovery. We're not rehab. 12 rehabs might use 12-step recovery, but that's not us. We are not rehab. So when you tell me you've tried this, you know, put right in the comments exactly what you did try. Because my 100% success is if you follow these steps, you know, put the 12 steps into your life, get a sponsor, help others. And if you're telling me that you're doing all those things, you're working the steps, you're going to meetings, you're working with others. I really look forward to reading in the comments that why this didn't work for you and you followed all those. You know, I find it hard to believe you that you did all those things, because most people, it didn't work for me, is because pretty much, you know, did you work the steps? No. Did you get a sponsor? No. Did you go to meetings regularly? Regularly means like every Tuesday, every Thursday. 90 and 90 is a suggestion. Go to 90 meetings in 90 days and then maintain a regular, you know, stick with the strength of the program. So have a connection with others in the program who are someone who is living a life that you would like to live. So, for example, the guy who got me in, he was my neighbour, and he, at this stage, like he's bought houses, he's bought cars, he's bought Harleys, he run a business. He become a very successful man. But when I met him, he was just doing work experience. Not work experience. He was doing community service for fines that he had. He didn't have a license. He was living in a shitty little apartment, $90 a week rent. Never had a license in his life, and he was on a drug and alcohol pension. And that man went on to, buy houses, buy cars, buy Harleys, and run successful businesses. So he was someone I looked up to. And like I said, all he had going on when I met him was he had calmness between the ears. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want to become a millionaire or whatever. I wanted to have a little bit of calmness between the ears, not getting stressed out at orange lights that were about to turn red, not lose me shit over little things. And these were things that he was achieving. He had he had friends in the program dropping in to see him, like-minded people. Living a drama-free life. So that was my attraction, So how do I get what he's got? Well, I do what he did. If I want to dig a hole, and use a crowbar, use a pick, use a shovel, blah blah blah, or a cake. Cake's another good analogy. If someone makes you a really nice cake and they say, "This is how I made my cake. I use this self-raising flour, blah blah blah." If it was just a simple cake mix, and they added this and they added that, blah blah blah, and you really were impressed with that cake, and then you went to replicate that cake, and then you decided that you're going to leave out crucial ingredients, and then you complained every time that you got a shit cake. Well, come on, let's get real, man. Let's get real about life. Let's get real about outcomes. Stop blaming everybody for your situation. Start taking a look in the mirror and wondering why it is that you seem to be in constant drama all the time. It's because it's things that you're doing. Things you're doing or things you're not doing. So, yeah. I think I've gotten my message across. So, like I said, it's 220. I don't know, something. I've got a Clean Time app there. I can't look at it right now because I'm doing this video. I'm 50 years old. They call me Peter Pan at work because I get younger and younger every day. My teeth are a bit ordinary. I'm going to the Philippines. I'm going to get new teeth. Perks are not drinking and drugging, as I got a few spare bucks, and that's the way I invest in myself. A little bit of self-love, because I care about myself, and things that I want, I'm going to get it. I love going to the football. That's my number one passion. That's a big part of my YouTube channel, is that I travel. I want to travel the world. I've started ticking a lot of places off. I've been from the top end. I've been to Darwin. I live in Cairns, so I've been to games in Cairns. I've been to games in Townsville. I've been to games in Brisbane. I've been games in Sydney. I've been to Parramatta Stadium. I've been to Allianz, old Allianz. I've been to SCG. I've been to Brookvale. I've been to Penrith. I've been to Newcastle. I've been to Accor Stadium. I've been to Melbourne. This year I want to go to Cronulla, St George, do Magic Round again. Where else do I want to go? The new Allianz. I'd like to go to Melbourne again. I don't think we'll be playing in New Zealand, but that's on the radar. I want to go to New Zealand. I want to go to Vegas in 26. Hopefully Cowboys will be playing there. A little bit of inside info that they possibly could be playing there. So, and if they're not, I want to go to Vegas. So I'll go 2 trips to Vegas. I'll go next, not 25, I'll go 26. Cowboys aren't playing there in 26, I'll go the following year, Sky's the limit. The only limitations are the limitations you put on yourself. Get help, This video isn't about me saying don't get help, but it's just don't fall into the trap of someone saying that you need to give them $10,000 to get this. That's the main point of my video today. One of the things they told us, get on social media and promote ourselves, blah, blah, blah. And one of the boys at work said, you're going to do the live coaching? And I said, I don't think so. I want to become a support worker because I have a diploma in counselling and community services. And I've done a bunch of programs. Done the life coaching course, did a father's course, done suicide courses. Try to get the qualifications, try to get the extra training, because there's all useful tools, and don't get me wrong, through the life coaching course I did get a lot of tools to put in the toolbox, because I'm not about using shifters for all jobs. I like to use different particular tools that are catered for that project, that are catered for that problem. And because I do believe that addiction stems from mental health, mental illness, trauma. So when you start looking into those areas of your life, and I'm not talking about taking bunches of pills, getting on psych medication, and I'm not saying that don't take that if you do need that, but I do believe that the system is about keeping people sick, giving them way too much medication that they don't need, that's a band-aid to the problem. It doesn't make the problem go away. It just it sedates them to be less of a problem. It doesn't fix them. I do believe if you face your trauma and look at the baggage, you will find answers, you will find victory, you will find a new way to live that not only benefits you, but benefits your family, benefits your community, benefits everyone. So that's what I'm about. That's Callan's calling in a nutshell. Me on my mission to go and watch rugby league all over the world, but along the way, I'm all about, touching people's lives the way, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a guru. I'm about giving back. The people have touched me in a way that has changed me. They've touched my heart in a way that has changed me forevermore. I will never be the same person. because of that love and that kindness, that unconditional love that was given to me by people that didn't even really know me. They'd been there. So they decided, and like I said, this is the way it works, that we help others and it helps us in the same process. It's such a beautiful program. It's such a beautiful way of life, and it's, you don't need to break your bank. These people are about squeezing money out of you that you ain't got. How do you reach people? I'm about reaching the bloke in the gutter. He ain't got no money. Them people aren't going to touch them because they're not going to make them rich. I am about touching those guys. So yeah, I've been pushing barriers since 4 a.m. this morning. Because I can. It killed me. So yeah, this is a life worth living. So this is Callan from Callan's Calling, and like I always ask, what's your calling? And what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit back and say why it didn't work, why you couldn't do it? Or are you going to go out there and, like Eminem says, you've only got one shot to not lose this opportunity, because you only get one shot. But give it your all, mate. Give it your all. If it doesn't work, well, guess what? I'll give you your money back. And I won't be taking any money, so there won't be anything to give you back. I will give you back your misery, because that's always waiting for you, with interest. Refund it with interest. So, yeah, have a great day, be kind, help a stranger, open the door for someone, smile, say hello. These are not big, what's the word? These are not big demands, They're not something that we cannot do. It's not about, like I said, not about emptying your bank account. It's not about picking up big heavy weights. It's not about giving, everything you got. It's just, a smile, a thank you. You look good. Well done. Good effort. And if someone's like ready to give up, just tell them to give them one more shot. That you're there for them. You believe in them. Tell them they've got what it takes. Tell them you love them. And be there for them. Tell them you've got a shoulder, an ear. And it's amazing what those little things, how they can change someone's life, because that's what we should be about. Not putting people down, but picking them up. And if that's not what you're about, well, good on you, and all the best with your journey. But this is what I'm about, and and I don't really care what people think. You can go and have a laugh and tell everyone that I'm a dickhead. Well, guess what? I won't be thinking about you, because I'll be too much thinking about me and the fun I'm having, and the people that I can reach, and the people that I can help, and the people's lives that I can change. That's who I am. So go and live your best life. Tell someone you love them. And yeah, this is Callan's calling and signing out. Take care, because it's all up to you. You got what it takes. Love ya. Take care.